conjure up anything with a snap of a finger. Now, in Supergirl, he kind of conjure up flowers because he's in love with her. Seems like, but then again, that's kind of crazy. You guys can hear that, right? Anyways, sorry about that. Don't want to be too weird. Anyways, so, and the only way to get rid of him, not like destroy him, kill him, or anything, is just make him say his name backwards, which is also really hard to say. I'm not going to say it. It's like Mr. Kilpism, something like that. Anyways, but he can conjure up anything with a finger snap, anything, and I mean anything, and he can turn himself into anything. If he wanted to, he can turn himself into a Superman. He can turn himself into a monster. He can conjure up a monster like he did in Supergirl. And he actually, in Supergirl, he was a full-grown man, yes, but in the comics, he's pretty much an imp. And there are some other people from the fifth dimension, but I'm not going to say all of them because I don't know most of them. So let's begin with the next one. Number 2, we have Darkseid. A man from Apocalypse, a man that can destroy Superman, a man that can destroy a planet, a man that takes over his own planet, a man that, I'm not even going to say all of them. Anyways, and so on and so forth. He has 2 sons. Granny Goodness is not a son. She's a girl, but a woman, an old woman, I per se. But one of his sons is Kalibak, which I'm not going to talk about because he's not a being. He's not the strongest being of all. Just so you know, he's not. Sorry, guys. But this being right here, Darkseid is the best being, well, besides Anti-Monitor and some other monsters, but he can defeat Superman. Trust me, I've seen it. But Superman and his whole Justice League is basically Justice League. So basically, I'm just gonna. Sorry, guys, I'm just gonna put this right here for a second. I can't talk with that. There we go. So on and so forth. What was I saying? Darkseid. Oh, yes, he's a being. Very annoying. He's a being, right? He's always been a being. I don't know what he's made out of, what his alien race is, but he's a being, and he can shoot beams. But the thing about him is that his beams go zigzag. Instead of Superman Prime. Oh yeah, Superman Prime is also a being, even though Superman Prime is just what? What happens to Cyborg Superman, huh? Cyborg Superman, dang. Anyways. So on and so forth. Like I said, Kalibak is not the strongest being of all. He's merely the slowest being. He's not the strongest. But I can't say that for sure because I don't know Caliban all that well, but I do know who he is, and he's just not the nicest guy ever. Now, Darkseid. Superman can make his beams, his heat vision straight, right? But Darkseid does not call it a heat wave or heat. What am I trying to think of? Sorry guys, I'm losing my mind. Heat vision. Sorry, heat vision. He calls it the Omega beam because it's Omega. It's much better. I mean, there are other words that describe Omega, but Omega is just the word you want to use. And sorry for the background. I had no other way to make this work. So on and so forth. Sorry about this, but don't worry about this. If you can see my face, if you can see me, then that was good, dude, right? Anyways, so, and he's the strongest out of Superman and all the Justice League. He almost defeated the Justice League. And in the Justice League War, it's not the regular Justice. It has Green Lantern, Flash, Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, Cyborg. But the change in Justice League War is it doesn't have Aquaman. It has Shazam or Captain Marvel, but we can say that for next time. Whoop! So on and so forth. So that's why Darkseid and his other son, and this might be a little shock, is Orion, which we're going to talk about on this video too, except it's going to be in part 11. Not part 11, but number 11. Let's move on to the next number. Number 2. Oh, no, wait. Number 3. Doomsday. You're wondering why is this the powerful being? And some of you might not know that he actually defeated Superman. And every time he dies, he comes back to life with a new weakness. His old weakness didn't work. He would just evolve. And and I'm going to talk a little bit about Doomsday in a little bit. But this is obviously my first time doing a live stream. And hopefully, over time, you guys are going to check it out right now. And add stuff to my list. And ask me questions. Tell me what to do. And I'll do it. So, yeah. And now let's start talking about Doomsday. Doomsday. Well, if you don't know who Doomsday is a being from, I have no idea which planet, but it tells me Krypton, after it got blown up. But that might obviously not be true, but it might be true, right? So, first off. So, Doomsday is not what you think of it. He's not just a being that just grew up. I mean, he did grow up, but it was pretty brutal. I'm going to tell you about it. If you don't want to hear this, you might want to skip this part and move on to the pieces where you want to know about the character or not the backstory. So, spoiler, if you don't want to watch the very gruesome parts I'm going to be saying, skip this onto not the next number, but sorry guys, I can't see my own mouth out of this. Anyways, so yeah, you don't want to ruin the moment and all that kind of stuff. So Doomsday was merely because this scientist, I'm a scientist. He wanted to make a powerful being so he can make him do stuff like destroy everything and destroy things. So he went and did some experiments on a baby and flushed them out to the world. And this planet is not friendly. Had all these beasts and all them stuff. And not the beasts from Marvel. Ugly beasts. Werewolves. Anything that shreds apart flesh. So he failed. Yes, they died. Every baby died. Until finally he actually got one that actually killed all these animals that came in contact with him. And then he was like, wait. Because he evolved, right? He remembered what the scientist did to him. Now, I don't know who the scientist is or what his name is, but obviously, the scientist, he remembered everything the scientist did. He may be a ruthless beast, but he still has a mind, people. Remember that. So he went to the scientist and said, no, you're not doing this to me anymore. So the scientist wasn't going to do it to him anymore because he succeeded. This was the monster that he wanted to create. But Doomsday didn't technically understand what he was trying to do, so he killed him. And then he moved on to the planet Earth, where he found out that, wait, there's this man I want to defeat. His name is Superman. Or maybe that's what the scientist is trying to make him do, is trying to kill Superman and whatnot, that stuff. Ooh, crazy stuff. So he went to the planet and destroyed everything until Superman was like, no, you're not doing this anymore, so I'm going to come to you. And so he did. And Lois Lane, the reporter of Clark Kent of Daily Bugle, kind of watched the whole thing happen. And they fought, and Superman and Doomsday put up a good fight until at the end, Superman died, or put into a super coma, as they like to put it, because Superman came alive in the same movie, right? Superman / Doomsday, as it was called, and it was the death of Superman. And there's a whole comic I have of the death of Superman. But in the comic, he never came alive until the end. Until at the way end, I think. I don't know what happened. But in the movie, he actually came alive. Like a couple of years after. And he was actually, I think, evil. And that's what happened in Superman, where Superman, spoiler alert, he died. And in the next movie, Justice League, spoiler alert, he's alive, defeats the Justice League, until he actually came to mind again. But in the Superman / Doomsday, he didn't have the Justice League, because there was no Justice League that did. So that's why Doomsday is, and that's why Doomsday is the best being of all. He killed Superman, but he died at the same time, which was pretty amazing, because no one could ever defeat, and I mean no one could ever defeat the Superman. Not even General Zod, not even Darkseid, not even Lex Luthor at one point. Gosh, you had to bring in a monster from a different planet, maybe called Krypton? Man, this is crazy. Now, you all may be thinking, wow, Justin, this is just, woo, all this information, right? Well, Doomsday has these crystals on him. It's called kryptonite crystals. That's why he was defeated. Now, every time Doomsday dies, comes back to life, his old weakness doesn't work for him. He's like, no. And so on and so forth. So, let's move on to the next one. We have Parallax. Now, we're going to go on to the Green Lantern side, because we talked about Superman. Now I'm going to go on to the Green Lantern side for at least 2 more parts. 2 more numbers. And then we're going to go back to Superman, and then we're going to move on. And then at number 9, or something, but I don't know what number it says, but I'm pretty sure number 9 we're going to talk about Green Lantern again. Then we're going to talk about Superman. Then we're going to talk about Darkseid again. Then we're going to talk about a different character. Then we're going to end this video. Whoa! So, Parallax, right? Sorry, that was a lot of information. Parallax is a being of fear. Because if you don't know who the Sinestro Corps is, I go ahead and look up Sinestro, look up Sinestro Corps, look up or go to the comic book store and get the Green Lantern or Sinestro Corps comic book. Whatever you need to do to find out who Sinestro is, I might tell you, actually. I'm gonna tell you. But I would go and read those comics if you would, because they're pretty much good comics, right? Well, I say, right. It's pretty good. Pretty Gucci. So, and this is a long video, because I gotta say, this is a lot of information for me, a lot of information for you, and a lot of information for anyone that's watching. So, and this is live. I pretty much would, and no one knows who I am, because I am not a star, per se. So, Parallax is a being of fear, right? Because Sinestro is an alien. I don't know what alien, but he's an alien. I really gotta look at what alien these guys are, because you gotta know what the aliens are if you're gonna know who they are. Look up right now, and I mean right now. Pause this. Well, you can't pause it right now, but I'm pretty sure you can't pause it, right? I don't know if you could, but right now, look up what is Sinestro's alien race. Look up that, and then comment here and tell me, or comment below and tell me. But otherwise, tell me. So, Sinestro is an alien, and he was for some time, and in the worst Green Lantern movie ever, he was a Green Lantern instead of a Yellow Lantern. Now, he was in love, and he couldn't get it, but that means there's actually daughter, I think, yeah. So, and then at some point he was like, oh, I'm afraid of everything. I'm totally gonna be afraid of everything. So then he went to Q-Word, which is actually the planet of the Yellow Lantern. Whoop me! I love it. Yeah, and if you want, I can talk about the Green Lantern Corps, and I can show you my rings. I don't have all of them, but I have some of them. I have 6 right now, I think. Yeah, I have 6, by the way. So, wondering. So, yeah, so he was a Green Lantern, and then he was all like afraid of everything, and then he wanted to be afraid for all his life, make sure everyone feared him and felt his fear, so getting angry. Should have been a yellow or a red lantern, but red lanterns are the powerful. I like the red lantern, the green lanterns, and all the lanterns, except the orange lantern, because they're just F them. Just F them. Just no, not okay with me. The orange is greed, by the way, and I'm not okay with it. Just not. Even though there's love and compassion, I'm just not okay with the orange one. Anyways, that just might be me, but I just don't like them. And we're not even halfway through the thing with you, and I'm talking about everything. Dang. Alright, so, yes, Sinestro did become a Green Lantern, then he became a Yellow Lantern, but you all need to know about that. Okay, so Parallax is the being of fear, and he was actually a being. He actually has his own alien-looking form, but he's made out of yellow form, because that's what they are, yellow energy people. So yeah. And Parallax does make everyone fear. Now, if he gets in someone's body, and this actually happened to someone, his name is Hal Jordan, Green Lantern. Look him up. It's in one of the Black Lanterns. Cool thing. So, yeah. So yeah, that's basically interesting. So, and yes, and if he gets into a form, he can make that guy ugly with sharp teeth and like a really grin smile and all that type of stuff. But that's really creepy. So, yep. Now we move on to number 4. Wait, number 5. Damn, I'm missing out my numbers. Number 5, Guardians of the Is that right? Guardians of the Universe. My bad. The Guardians of the Universe. So basically, the Guardians of the Universe, and I'm just gonna put this right here so I can read it. Sorry, guys. I suck at this. So the Guardian of the Universe is basically someone, I'm gonna say who on the next number, because that's just how I roll. So basically, someone of a being, strongest being, created the Green Lanterns, then created the planet. Well, actually, no. He created himself, made the planets, which I'm going to talk about on number 9, and then he created the Green Lanterns. Also the Guardians, because the Guardians are the controllers or the chiefs of the Green Lanterns, and think of it as the Green Lanterns as the space cops, the space polices. They protect the galaxy. Sector 2814. 28014. I don't remember. But I did at one point. So, and the Guardians do make sure that they're all in line. They also make sure that if they break a law, like the other lanterns, except pink, purple, well, indigo, the green. Well, actually, if the Green Lantern do disobey, then they will put you in jail. That's what they do. They're basically the chiefs. They do everything. Except the police catches them. You know how the police catches the bad guy, then the chief, or known as the judge, which the Guardians are they're both the chiefs and the judge and the jury almost. But actually, no, the Green Lanterns are the jury. So the Guardians are the judge and the chiefs. And they make sure that the criminals or the people that are breaking the law, or the Guardian, or the Galaxy law, or something like that, they make sure to put them in jail, which is actually where, there is a jail. And that's why the Yellow Lanterns, the Red Lanterns, the Black Watch, the Black Lanterns go with anyone, really. I don't know. Anyways. So basically, I'm just going to use the Yellow Lanterns as an example because there are many enemies. So the yellow ones, the Yellow Lanterns go for the Guardian, right? Because they know everything. They know all of it. I'm going to go on the next number. Number 6. Bam. Name Ion. That's his name. That's the being that created the planet. Then created the Guardian. Well, actually, the Guardians are kind of created themselves. And then created the Green Lanterns. Because all them rings, baby. Anyways. So yes, Ion created all the Green Lanterns. It's pretty amazing because he is the willpower himself. He's powered with will. If you know my pun, you just switch the. Don't listen to me, but listen to my words, because you'll know who you should be scared. You should know, because people talk about Ion. People talk about Guardians of the Universe. People talk about Parallax, Doomsday, Darkseid, Mr. Mixflick. You should know who they are. So listen to me. Listen to this video. This might be a little longer than what I expected, but we still got plenty of time. So I'm gonna make this about 20 to 29 minutes long. If I break that, then I suck at this, but if not, I'm the greatest guy ever. But anyway, stop talking and I'm going to do it. So Ion is being a will. He created the planet. I think it was a planet, but he powered the will. He powered the planet with will. And the Guardians were like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, and he powered them up. And then he was like, yeah, I'm gonna make some caps and make some wings and make sure that the power rings are going to the right people that are mostly will, like Hal Jordan, John Stewart, Guy Gardner, Kilowog, even Sinestro when he was good instead of evil. Gosh, Jesus. And all them types of goodies. So yes, Ion is the most important of them all, besides Strange or Thingamajiggy and also Spectre. They're awesome beings, but I don't know much about them. But actually, I do know who Spectre is, but we're not going to talk about them on this episode. If you want more, you want a part 2, I will give you a part 2, and I'll try to get last for now. There's not going to be a part 2. I'll add in Spectre if I have enough time. So, just so you know. So let's move on to the number 7, Superman. You all might be wondering, wait, Superman's the most powerful being? No. To me, he's not the superhero. He's not the most powerful. But yes, he is powerful in all of them. So, because he has heat vision, freezing breath. I don't know, frozen breath. I don't know what the name is. He has super hearing. He has X-ray vision. He has flight. He has strength, sex abilities, and many more. Well, actually, in a period of time, he had the Yellow Lantern ring, so technically that's 7. But, if you take away 1, there's actually 6 abilities he has. That makes them all powerful, too powerful even. Superboy, they know how to make Superboy, because Superboy isn't so big. He's not powerful. He's super strength, not human. Anyways, Superman is powerful, yes. He's on the planet Krypton. His actual name is Kal-El, but they call him Clark Kent, because the Kents are Jonathan and Martha Kent. And yes, Martha is an Easter egg to the Martha Wayne. So Jonathan and Martha Kent adopted him out of nowhere and told him that they don't even know what to do. And there's actually a show called Smallville. I'd suggest you go watch it on the Hulu app if you get it. So yeah, it's Superman for you. And his whole planet died. A million years later, probably comes together. That's how Doomsday comes. Anyways, in the movie of Superman v Batman, it's not good. Anyways, so next up we have Shazam or Captain Marvel. They took that name from Marvel. Not cool, guys. Not cool, but I understand why. Because when he says Shazam, he turns into this mystical power. Oh yeah. So on and so forth. So Shazam is Billy Batson, and he went to a wizard guy called Merlin. Funny name. If you know who Merlin is, then I'm actually not gonna explain Merlin because I've heard of Merlin, but I don't know he's a wizard or something. Well, he says he was a wizard, but he was actually not a wizard, and he fooled everyone with magic, but they didn't call magic back then. Whew! They called it a trick. Well, actually, they didn't call it a trick. They called it magic back then. Yeah, I switched those around. My bad. Because now we call it tricks. Because it's actually a trick. You gotta learn it. A coin trick, a card trick, any trick. Bam! So, yeah, Shazam went to a wizard called Merlin, which also created Etrigan, which is a demon, which should have been a being, because he's strong. He's from a heck. H-double hockey stick. If you want to H-E-L-L, it's double hockey stick. Anyway, so on and so forth. So, yeah, Shazam, and every time he says Shazam, he turns into this mystical being, a man. not a teenager or a kid anymore. He's more of a grown-off man with powerful electricity. And his enemy is obviously the Black Adam, which he should have been a powerful being because he is a powerful being. Like, why? If they can, they also added Anti-Monitor and Monitor, but they didn't add in Sinestro, Atrocitus, any other Lantern besides Ion, Guardians of the Universe, Parallax. I mean, those are beings, but I mean, no. So next up, number 9, we have Mogo or Mojo. I think it's Mogo. So if you're wondering why is Mogo a powerful being, well, he's not a man or a woman. He's not even a being. He's a planet, all right? That has its own mind. Because of Ion, like I said, Ion created the Ion, or known as Ego. Mogo is actually a being. Yeah, he's actually a planet being. But we call it Oa, because that's the home planet of the Green Lanterns. Bam! So I don't know much about Mogo, but I know he's powerful. And yes, I'm trying to see this other word I'm trying to read. So, boom, boom, whoop, whoop. So, number 10, we got Brainiac 13. Now you've been wondering, why is he called 13? Well, he's from the 64th dimensional century. Sorry, dimensions and centuries are a little different. The future, if you would. Yikes. And he's an upgraded version from the regular Brainiacs. He's more powerful than the regular Brainiacs. I mean, regular Brainiacs had a Brainiac ship, so I mean, he was powerful and all that, but the 64th dimension, or the 64th century, a lot more powerful than I thought. So that's all I'm going to say. If you want to look up Brainiac 13, 64th century, boom. Now, I'm going to talk about on number 11, Orion. I don't know if it's connected to the Orion belt, the stars in the sky at night that look like a belt, so on and so forth. So I don't know, it's probably not the same thing, but Orion is a powerful being with a walking chair almost type of thing. I don't know what to say, but yeah, that's pretty much what it is. And he shoots from him. He also has super strength, and he's the son of Darkseid. That makes him a powerful being, apparently. I don't know much about him. Powerful. Number 12, we have Swamp Thing. Now I'm trying to keep up the time, which is right there. That's it right there. I don't know why I'm pointing at the door, but it's actually right there. So, anyways, number 12, Swamp Thing, the worst movie of all. I don't know why they made it, but still, the worst movie. But Swamp Thing in general, his comics are pretty good. He's the creator of life. I mean, Poison Ivy is cool and all, but Swamp Thing, he's made of swamp. Now, he was a regular man until he went to a swamp, or accidentally went to a swamp, and became Swamp Thing. Pretty nasty, pretty gnarly. Yeah. So on and so forth. So, Swamp Thing's pretty crazy. He can create anything he wants from land, swamps. I don't know. He was pretty good in Justice Captain Marvel and Justice 2. He was pretty good. So, that's all I have to say for that, guys. So, I forget what I was going to add to the list, but that will be all for today. And thank you so much for watching this. If you watched this, thank you very much. I hope you liked it. Thank you.